I would love to talk about The Lion King now. So, Shaun, as we've mentioned, you've been in the show for 18 years, and I'm just
Mhm.
curious to know what is it about Posse that makes him such a wonderful Simba? Because you've gone through so many Simbas in your career, and it's not to say anything else terrible about the other Simbas,
You
but
can if you want to.
you
No.
can, yeah. I saw the 15-year video. It's fine. Um, I just want to know what is it about him that just makes him such a special Simba?
Funny enough, as you even before you even said that, I was going to start adding on to my experience sharing a room with him, getting to know him.
Mhm.
And first of all, he has a depth of just he brings this spirituality to the stage, and there's a depth of knowing. I mean, even talking to him the other day, and I'm not going to say his age unless he wants to, but his maturity far exceeds his age.
Hmm.
And you can see that in his performance. I mean, the obvious things are his voice is absolutely amazing, strong, powerful, resonant, and his tone's amazing. His acting is off the charts, and I know I'm blowing him up here, but I'll tell him this in his face anyway. He's a real rare talent, and I even said to him the other day, I just see this man going to just heights and heights. Because also I'm not afraid to tell him that because there's a humility about him as well.
Hmm.
And I know he'll take that, that I don't know affirmation, on board in the right place. I just think he's wonderful, and I tell him that all the time, to be honest
Yeah.
with you. And it's great, and also it's just great to share a dressing room with him.
Yeah, I also
You
just think all of those characteristics are so great for the character of Simba as well, because it's also like a coming of age story for Simba
Yeah,
and coming into his own and becoming king as well, as
yeah,
each
and
day as that does
so,
him.
yeah, yeah, and that's the other thing as well. That's the other thing I want to add. The first time I saw him perform, I was like, I said, you're a king up there. I said, you really are a king. Your stature, the way you stand, you don't even have to do much. Do
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Just your presence is there, bam. And I'm like, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, amongst all the other things, that's one of the other things that just kind of was quite poignant for me. I saw him on stage and I was like, yeah, you are the real deal, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, this is pleasure.
Yeah. Posse, do you want to start blowing smoke at Shaun? Like, what do you think it is about Shaun that just makes him such a great Mufasa?
He's not. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, that's fair.
We're done.
And scene. Thanks, guys.
The thing is with Shaun Escoffery is that you come across like incredible like talent all the time, in my opinion, because you're surrounded by the 1%. Like, everyone that is leading a show is equally as good as one another in their own individual areas. But what you don't see a lot of is consistency. You don't see people at the top of their game maintain the top of their game for so long. And the way I look at Shaun Escoffery is like fine wine. You have the best tasting wine over such a long period of time it's withstood COVID, it's withstood probably recessions, probably withstood two world wars. Like you're if you were to come and see the show and watch this man deliver 16 and a half minutes of, in my opinion, just like genius, you would think this man is doing it for the first time. Every time you encounter Shaun or his ability or just conversation, it's like a breath of fresh air. It's like you've never had this before and you might never have this again. And partner that with a ridiculous vocal, an incredible connection with the little Simbas, his ability to command the stage. It's more than a show. It feels like an experience. Shaun feels like an
Mhm.
experience.
Wow.
Wow, man. And you can only relate to that when you meet him or when you watch him do what he does so well because it's effortless. People won't understand that the man will do a double show on a Wednesday, then sing at the Royal Albert Hall with Dionne Warwick for a whole evening, and then come back and do another show on the Friday. You don't get many people in the world that can perform in 72 hours on the highest level, at the highest standard, with the most incredible ability and smile through it. You don't get that.
Yeah.
And standing 53 years young, for me, it's an inspiration. The man is double my age and doing double the work. It's an inspiration. I want to be like Shaun when I grow up, literally. I want to be like this man.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
That's a totally different Disney song though. I Want to Be Like You from Jungle Book. Totally different.
Alison, I think we love you,
Thanks,
yeah?
guys.
You can stay. You can stay.